Hey, what's up, people? On today's episode of the Career Packs podcast, I want to talk about universal signs. Now, you guys may be asking what that means. Signs from the universe that are just unexpected and they just happen by chance. I wanted to share a couple stories and experiences that I had that prove why the universe just works in random, weird ways that just make sense. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. Hey, what's up, people? Welcome back to the Career Pact podcast. My name is Neil Patel. I'm the host of this podcast. And today we're talking about universal signs. I'm sure you guys notice a big mood difference from yesterday's episode and today's episode, and I'll tell you guys exactly why. I am hyped for this episode because if you guys know anything about what I've been going through or the podcast that I made yesterday, past 2 weeks, I feel like I've been in a little rut with coming up with podcast ideas, them being natural and flowing and things just popping up. And I know that's part of this entire process. However, something happened this past weekend and yesterday that just gave me great signs as to why the universe works the way it works. And then at the end of the pod, I have a big announcement that I've been meaning to make for 6 months. And I'm sure you guys will love it as well as myself. Okay, first things first. Let's tell you these two stories as to why the universe works the way it does. Back on Saturday, this past weekend, I had some family in town that I haven't seen in a while. And Saturday, all day Saturday, we just like hung out at the house. For dinner, they all wanted to go out to this Indian place. So I took them all out. We all had dinner. It was great. And then as I was walking out, I saw a very familiar person. And this person, um, I have been friends with her for a very, very long time. And her name's Sonia. I hadn't seen her in years. Well, actually not years. I think we like saw each other at like parties a couple times back when I was in college. But regardless, she had been posting a lot more videos on TikTok talking about her journey of like overcoming some of the stuff that she'd been struggling with. And I'd been watching those videos and I've been like commenting on it, liking it, like, hey man, or hey girl, keep it up, keep doing what you're doing. I have full support, full faith in you that you'll overcome this. Like, I'm super proud of you, like that type of stuff, right? That type of energy. And what the hell are the odds that, I've been posting all this content, she's been supporting it, I've been supporting her content, and her and I, and for me, a couple other people that I know that are actually doing this like content stuff, trying to take it serious. I like saw her like as I was walking out with my family, she walks in and we both looked at each other. Our jaws just dropped. We were like, dude, we looked at each other. And we're like, dude, what the hell are the odds that we see each other right now? Like, this is literally like the universe's way of just bringing two energies and souls together that are on this journey of self appreciation, self acceptance, self love, all of those things. And it was just crazy. We like saw each other. We said, what's up? We like did a little side hug. It was just great to see her, but also know like this entire story that's been building behind both of our individual journeys. So that was the first thing that happened. And I was like, dude, that is the craziest thing ever. Yesterday, for, well, you guys are seeing this tomorrow. So yesterday's podcast that I made about me doing this, the walking podcast on a walk, you guys can tell everything that I was saying. It was from a deep rooted spot of me feeling like I I needed your guys' help a little bit, right? Like, not knowing why I felt like this and why this isn't going in the direction that I feel like I want it to go. I was like, dude, you need to go just chill. Same thing happened yesterday before I made that podcast on a walk episode. Nothing was coming to mind. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go for a drive. I need a gas anyway. So I start driving. I go and get gas. After I was done getting gas, I could have literally just like gone straight out of gas station, taken a right, and then took another right and headed back in the direction that I needed to go. But if I had just gone straight, taken a right, there was a red light, so I thought I'd go around and just pop out on the road that I needed to go. I went all the way around, but as I was taking the last turn, I like did like a little double take. I saw there was like a guy in a Volkswagen at one of the pumps. Looked at him and then I started driving it, but then I like hit the brake real hard and did a double take and I rolled down the window. I was like, George? And he goes, Neil? And I was like, yeah. And we both looked at each other, and it was the craziest moment ever. Because mind you guys, this is a guy that I used to play basketball with back in high school. So this was like 7, 8 years ago. I got out, I put the car in park, we like dapped up, hugged each other. I was like, yo, how's it going? How have you been? What's life been like? And we just started talking. And he was like, yeah, man, I've been working at IT. I've been trying to take this content creation thing more seriously. And I was like, what? You're doing content too? And he was like, yeah, I do food reviews and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, no freaking way. What the hell are the odds that, one sec, guys, I have to pick up the phone. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back, and please don't mind my grandma in the back. She's on the phone with my mom's mom. They were here, my family that was here, and they drove back. And typically, in an Indian household, when people have a long trip and once they reach there, they just call to like make sure they reached safely or whatever. It's just like common courtesy. But anyway, back to my story. I saw him, and he told me he was taking this content creation thing a little bit more seriously. I was like, no way. And we just started chatting it up. We talked for like 30 minutes, got to know a little bit more about his childhood, the type of man that he is, how he balances everything that he does, what he aspires to do in the future. And he just gave me this huge, I guess, like motivational, self discipline type of talk that I really needed, letting me know that, dude, you are doing what you want to do. You have the, like, it takes courage to do the things that we do. And he was just telling me all these things that were super uplifting. It filled me up. It felt great, of course, when someone acknowledges the thing that you're doing and understands the actual work that goes behind it. And it was even better that him and I are on a very similar journey. He's 7 months in, I'm 7 months in. It's it's like it was meant to be. And I was just like smiling, and I couldn't stop cheesing the whole time because I was like, dude, what the hell are the odds that the universe brings us together? We run into each other and we're doing the same thing. Like, what are the odds of that? That's so slim that we would run into each other. And it was incredible. I can't put words around it other than the universe just has a way to make things happen for a reason sometimes. But with both those stories, it gave me a sign, and it made me realize that, look, you are on the right path. Because if the universe is giving me signs like this and putting right people in my life, giving me the right experiences and things just happening by chance that are all giving signs towards me making videos, doing content, doing a podcast, all that stuff, it's like you can't give up. You got to keep going. You got to keep showing up. No I have no plan or intention on leaving this anytime soon. Of course, I didn't have intention of that to begin with. However, it just solidified my passion and purpose to continue doing this. Like, I'm following what makes me happy. And what makes me happy is making these episodes every single day. And throughout the ups and the downs, I've said this from day number one, I'm going to document the entire journey. And that is exactly why this episode and this experience that happened to me last night deserve to be talked about today. And same thing with the experience that I had with Sonia on Saturday. Y'all too, if y'all are listening to this podcast, I love y'all. That's crazy that we all ran into each other. That's all I really have for you guys today. And the big announcement that I have is, guess what I finally got? I don't know if you guys can guess. Guess. I finally got a camera. That's right. The quality of this podcast is going to be so top tier now. Y'all don't even know. We're going to be using it as a webcam. It's going to be crisp. I got a super crispy, beautiful lens. I dropped a fair bit of money on this. However, I know it's an investment into the future, not only this podcast, but all the videos that I want to create, sharing these cinematic stories, just talking head videos, sharing my thoughts, ideas, my wisdom, all the learnings that I've had. I'm excited. It's a big jump. It's a big new chapter that I'm excited to lean into. I hope y'all are excited, because I am. And like I always say, make sure you take care, tell someone that you love them, and go do something nice for someone today, because they genuinely deserve it. And if you like this episode, share it with a friend. Follow us on socials at the Career Pact Podcast. And leave me a 4 or 5-star review on Spotify or wherever the heck you're listening. It helps me out a ton. Thank you guys. I love y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.